When I told my dad I wanted to be a stand-up comedian, he wasn't very enthused at the suggestion. I was like, Dad, I've decided I'm gonna leave the family business to be a stand-up comedian. He's like, oh, you want to become a clown? It's like, no, Dad, stand-up comedian. Oh, you're going to stand up and be a clown. Great. No, I'm like, no, Dad. He's like, no. Then he called my mom. Yeah, come say hi to your son, the clown, come. She was like, he's your son too? He's like, I don't have a son. He's died. You don't understand the dedication. For like 8 years, he bought a horn every time I would come to the house. Everybody, the clown is here. Open the door for his big show. Everybody. Until last year, I made it on the cover of Rolling Stone magazine. He's like, this is my son, the comedian. I always told him, follow your dreams. And he can't even pronounce it correctly. He's like, and now he's on the cover of Throwing Stones. I'm like, Dad, that's the ISIS magazine. That's a different publication, Father. I want people to come to where I grew up and experience the glory of the Lebanese father. They'll have the same phone for like 15 years. They're proud. You get a new phone, look at you, and you have this phone for 15 years. 15 years, look how good it is. Hello? Charge it, it's dead, the battery. Never forgot, I got my dad an iPhone a few years ago. Got him an iPhone for his birthday, I was so excited. I give him the phone, he looks at it, he's like, you got me a mirror? I go, like, no, Dad, it's a phone. Really? No, but what do I shout at it? What do I do? Like, no, Dad, it's a touch phone. You touch the phone. He's like, he throws the phone. I'm like, what's wrong? He's like, 33 years, I touched no one but your mother. Now you want me? Like, Dad, it's a touch. I show him how to use it. He was so amazed. He's like, these Americans. It's made in China, but sure, okay, what? I teach him how to use the phone. We go through the ritual, which I think is universal, where you have to help your parents choose the ringtone. It takes about 2.5 to 3 hours on average. Cycle through oh no, go back. No, this one was good. Oof, this is nice. Oof, Hiam, do you remember this song? Can we put it on CD? I like this, put in the car. Until we finally decide on the default ringtone that comes with the iPhone. But it's okay. I won't have to do this for another 30, 40 years. It's fine. He's my dad. What's important is he's happy. I leave the house, I get in my car, I'm driving away. I'm like, you know what, I want to call my dad. First phone call. So I pick up the phone, I call him, it rings, no answer. As an Arab, if you call a loved one and they don't answer, they're dead. This is what it means. It's not our fault, it's our moms. They overreact. Let me call my son. He was such a good boy. Start wearing black. You come back home, hello, mama, I will kill you. But I was like, Nemr, push down the Arab side, bring up the American. Relax, you got this. I waited like 10 minutes, called him again. He didn't answer. Now he's dead. There's no way. That's it. There's no possible reaction. There's no other. So I start driving back to my dad's house, calling constantly, ringing. In my mind, I'm like, what do I do? My mom wasn't in the country. I was like, do I tell mom dad's dead? I get to my dad's house. I get in front of the door and I'm like, Nemr, every guy has to go through this. Be a man, you will mourn later. I put in the key, took a deep breath. I opened the door and I saw my dad standing in the hallway, just sweating from head to toe, holding the phone. I'm like, Dad, why aren't you answering? He's like, what is this piece of death? Like, what's wrong? He's like, it tells me slide to answer. I'm doing this and this and this. What am I, Michael Jackson? Just lost it.
This was not my first brush with death. I was almost born feet first with an umbilical cord wrapped around my neck. And because I survived that, my parents had higher expectations for me than this. In fact, all of you guys are really part of the great nightmare. So thank you for being a part of that. I come from a very conservative background. My parents are very disappointed that I turned out to become not a doctor, you know what I'm saying? While I was recovering at Cedars-Sinai, I kept telling all of my Asian doctors that my mom was proud of them. For more drugs. Didn't work, but they appreciated it. I'm the oldest of two. I'm the only son. Both of my parents are engineers. My dad has 2 master's degrees. My mom and I have had the same phone conversation for the last 15 years, and it drives me crazy. She's just, okay, acting and comedy can just be hobby, okay? Part-time, independent contractor. Also, you don't have to be gay. Hello, excuse me, no gay. You don't have to be gay. Gay can be hobby. Part-time. Independent contractor. Mommy love you, click. She says click, I don't know why. I got a degree in sociology from a Christian college outside of Chicago, Wheaton College in Illinois, and it is an honor to be blocked by them on Twitter. I thought God was all about honesty. I guess they can't handle the truth. Okay. They love to brag that they are the Harvard of Christian colleges. We're the Harvard of Christian colleges. Not with your Division III athletics. Also, Harvard is not walking around bragging about beating the Wheaton of libtards and sinners. So people were like, wow, going to Christian college was really difficult, huh, Hank, because you're gay. Not for me, it wasn't. I was just walking around being fabulous. Like, they were traumatized. I'm good. I wasn't a good classmate. I provoked them all the time because it was so boring going there. We were in the middle of nowhere. Like, you could just say the word and they would just pass out. It was like having a superpower.
I remember when I told my mom for the first time that I wanted to do stand-up, she was like, oh, yeah, me and your dad used to go see live comedy all the time back when we were dating. Which, ugh. Gross, right? Like, I get that my parents were human or whatever before I was born, but keep me out of it, okay? Yeah, I want a respectful distance from my elders. That's all I ask, okay? Because I had a friend growing up who was like so close to his parents that he called them by their first names. Yeah. You guys have any friends like that? No one had any white friends, no? Nah, he was kind of weird, this friend. Like, I remember I went over to his house, and he was yelling at his dad. He was like, yo, Vincent, get me a Capri Sun. Like, Jesus Christ. Vincent? That is your father, right? Show a little respect. What are you going to do next? F his wife? That's your mother. Gross. Unless it's your stepmom, in which case, hey. All right, we've all seen that one. You know what I'm talking about? Just fire up the old incognito window. That's all I ask, okay? Nah, that's gross. You guys brought it up. Don't f at me. I'm trying to make this a family show, okay? Parents are here. My God. And hey, stepmom content. That's about as family as it gets. You know what I'm saying? Yeah? Let's keep it in the family content. Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. Nah. Yeah, my parents very supportive of this career. Suckers. Yeah. Fumbled a great retirement plan. And here I am, still doing it over a decade later. Yeah. starting something that young, though, you kind of do it for the wrong reasons, you know, because I was 16, I was kind of a weird nerd kid. So I thought doing stand-up would make me, like, less socially awkward. It didn't work. Right? Like, I just recently ran into a friend on the street, unexpectedly, which that should be illegal. Like, you want me to make spontaneous conversation? Kill me. I did my best, you know. I asked this friend, I was like, oh, how are you? Pretty good. Thinking on my toes. And he responded, and then he asked me back, how are you? Which, I know that one. Well played, sir, yeah. So I responded, and then I asked him back, how are you? Which, it's one too many, right? We're only allowed one per person. That's off by one. My bad. See, comedy didn't work, okay? Still f***ing awkward, and should have picked another profession. And I had other options, right? Even before comedy, even before computers. I'm sure you guys can tell this about me. I was supposed to be a professional basketball player. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Don't know why you're laughing, but okay. Yeah, thank you. You know, I played for 8 years growing up. I started at 2'10". That's a height. Not a time. Okay. I get it. I didn't have like the height or the wingspan to be a successful basketball player. But, you know, I'm glad I played because I learned a really valuable lesson that I could use for a future in entertainment, which is this, you know, doesn't matter. You work really hard, you practice every day, and your dreams will still be crushed, okay? So, yeah, good. It's good to know early. I say teach it in the womb, okay?
I went to a predominantly white school growing up. That's how I got this accent. My parents sent me to a fancy college prep high school, and then after that, I went on to attend community college. So if you really want to know how to disappoint your parents, have them pay more for your high school than your entire college education. I'm the only person that I know who is still paying off high school loans. I think like one of the worst ways to tell that I already peaked in life is when I opened a time capsule I buried in first grade, and I thought to myself like, thank goodness I put $5 in there. I think one of my problems is I need to have like better goals for myself, right? Like sometimes I'll drive by like a big, beautiful, luxurious home, and I'll think to myself like, wow, one day I would love to clean that. Trying to get into shape. I don't know if anyone here is trying to get into shape. Here's the thing though, I stopped working out at the gym. I stopped working at the gym because everybody there is so much stronger than me. All right, that's why to feel better about myself, I started working out at the local physical rehabilitation center. And I'm telling you, crowd, that's a huge ego boost right there. Because I may not be able to bench press a lot, but I can certainly catch a tennis ball. The therapist is like, you're doing great, Mr. Jenkins. I'm like, wait till you see me walk. I like to run. That's what I do for exercise. I run. A lot of people listen to like hip hop music or rock music to really motivate themselves. But to really push myself, I listen to a playlist I have titled Civil Rights Movement. It's just cops yelling, get 'em, and German shepherds barking. Hey, I never ran faster. Oh, don't get tired of that joke. I've got a darker one coming up.
I love helping people. I love the concept of donating money. I just can't do it. I want to, but my mom wouldn't let me. Every time I even just think about donating money, she comes out of nowhere. She's like, who are you donating to? I'm like, Mom, I don't know, like Save the Children Foundation? She's like, you don't even know those children. Children can be horrible. Okay, fine, Mom, I'll donate to help the hospitals, like feedahospital.com, to help out all the nurses and doctors. And she was like, okay, Jimmy, okay. The doctors make more money than you. They should donate to you, okay? I make a website at feedacomedian.com right now. She just guilt trips me, you know? You donate to anyone, you donate to me. I give a birth to you, okay? Can you imagine I'm on Family Feud? Steve's like, Jimmy, what charity are you playing for? Feedacomedian.com. All proceeds go to my mom. My mom's so tight with my money, she wouldn't even let me buy her something nice. For her last birthday, I bought her a nice iPad, brand new iPad. I thought I was a good Asian son, right? And my mom's like, oh no, it's too expensive. I'm like, Mom, it's okay, we can afford it. Just enjoy the iPad. She was like, no, Jimmy, please return it. Return it and just give me the cash. We're practical. It's about the bottom line. See, we live in a very frivolous society, man. Everybody loves to brag about how much shit they have, how much money they make. We all brag, we're all guilty of this. We all just do it in subtle, different ways. Like white people, for example. White people never brag about how much money they got. They always just brag about how expensive their life is. Like, oh, Joey just started private school. It's so expensive. And our remodel is totally going over budget. Oh, and you wouldn't believe how much money we spent going to Fiji. I'm like, okay, Katie, I see your life, okay? It's a luxurious, good for you, okay. Black people, on the other hand, a lot more straightforward. Black people just tell you exactly how much money they spent on something. It's great. You guys seen it? Like my black friends or even like rappers, right? They love to brag. They're like, this car, 80,000. My mama's house, 500,000. This chain, $1 million, man. I'm like, okay, you clearly don't have your priorities straight. But I appreciate the honesty. People love to brag about how much money they spend. Asian people, on the other hand, we do the exact opposite. We love to brag about how little money we spent on some shit. Because the art is in the savings. You never pay full price. Like my mom, her catchphrase is, guess how much? Guess how much? Yeah, that's our people. You guys ever play Guess How Much? My mom would come home with something new, like a watch. She would be like, Jimmy, guess how much? Guess how much? I'm like, Mom, I don't know, it's a very nice watch, like $5,000. And she was like, no, it's $200. Jimmy, my house, this house, guess how much? Guess how much? I'm like, Mom, I don't know, you live in a very nice house, like $1 million? She was like, no, it's half off, someone died in it. And if you know the rules of the game, you always guess high. So you make the other person feel good about their purchases. Never guess too low. If you ever guess too low, that's the ultimate insult to an Asian person, okay? One time my mom came home with some new shoes, I guessed too low. I've never seen her so disappointed in me. She was like, Jimmy, guess how much? Guess how much? I'm like, Mom, I don't know, very nice shoes, like $200. She was like, oh, yo. Do you even know about shoes? These are $500 Jimmy Choos, okay? Better Jimmy than you. That's how we brag, people. You gotta love it, man. I used to be embarrassed about all these things. I thought my mom was cheap. She spoke with an accent. She made me Chinese food. But when I got older, I realized it's all those things that made me different is what makes me interesting now. The tide has turned, man. Everybody want to be more Asian, I'm telling you. Yeah, that's right. Everybody want to be BTS. Everybody want to eat Xiaolong Bao. And every parent I know is trying to send their kid to Chinese immersion school. Just in case we take over this shit, you know what I mean? Gotta be proud, man. You gotta be proud of how you grew up. Gotta be proud of your parents, right? I'm a good Asian kid. I'm great to my parents. I'll never, ever disrespect them in front of them. You know what I mean? I want to give you guys a quick update on my dad. Yeah. Richard Oyang, yeah, the superstar of the family. Yeah. I talked about him in my last special. He became an actor, right? Yeah. Not because he loves the art. It's because it's so easy you can do it. I can. But now he's doing great. He's very successful, okay? He got his whole life turned around. He got out of retirement. He's a full-time actor now. And now he wants to be an influencer. He just started his own IG account, which is just a nightmare. Because old people, I feel like they mean well, okay? Like my dad, he means well, but he just doesn't know how it works. Like his first post on Instagram was a very nice post. A beautiful picture of the sky, palm trees, birds flying by. I'm like, oh, this is nice. And I scrolled down to the caption, and he wrote, "All lives matter." I'm like, Dad, what the fuck, man? Like, you don't even know what that means. Why would you write that? It was like, I know. My life will matter. Your life will matter. The person's life will matter, okay? All life will matter. I'm like, that is not what it means. I made him put his account on private, okay? Just like a good tiger parent would. Because we know the rules, like young people, we see through the scams of Instagram, right? Like, for example, I follow Sports Center. I understand the first 100 comments are all bots. They're all fake, right? Because there's always some IG booty model saying some stupid shit like, "Oh, I want something long and hard." And this is obviously a scam. So one time I clicked on it. Just to see what's going on, you know what I mean? Research. I just want to see it. I just want to get to the bottom of it. So I clicked on it. I was like, oh, this is obviously a scam. It's this girl. She's following 7,000 people, but she only has one follower. And I clicked on one follower. It was my dad.